Now, with my dressing, I don't stuff my turkeys, and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't stuff my turkeys. I cook my turkeys in a turkey season bag. In a Reynolds bag. If y'all watch the videos from last, because I'm not gonna go through the whole process because I'm gonna have a lot of motherfuckers over. I'm gonna be having a whole bunch going on, so I can't, just tape as I did last time. Last Thanksgiving, I walked you guys through step by step by step by step by step on how I prepare my Thanksgiving dinner. This year, I'm not gonna be able to do so. I am, however, gonna make a video or two. I'm gonna have to, make a video too, just to, get you guys abrupt as to what's going on. But you guys, I ask that you confer back to my Thanksgiving videos that I did last Thanksgiving, and it's gonna, set you up on, on how I get down with my Thanksgiving dinner and such. Um, I don't stuff my turkeys, and the reason why I do not, I cook my turkey in a Reynolds cooking bag. Okay, I pull the skin back. I put butter up under the skin, up under the breast. You can just kind of take a knife right between. In the video, you'll see it. You take the knife between the skin and the breast meat, and you just kind of take the knife and go through it, and you'll be able to actually put your whole hand through there. When you're able to put your whole hand through there, you want to take butter and put butter all through that breast. Okay, you want to put butter through there, and then you want to add a couple of celery stalks. Cut the celery, one stalk, cut the stalk in half, put that between that skin and that meat. Take a half an onion, put a little bit slit of that up in there. And then the inside of your turkey, family, make sure you guys take out that giblet pack. Do not cook your goddamn turkeys with the giblet packs and shit up in them. There's a lot of people who have done that, and they just, forgot that it was in there. Be sure that you look inside of that turkey, because you got to wash it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody ain't saved. You don't know who the fuck packaged that turkey up. They probably scratched their ass and came on back in there and, kept on working. Fuck that. That's E. coli, that's salmonella, that's all that. Fuck that. Wash that motherfucking turkey. First of all, most of us that bought our turkeys are frozen. So I suggest that you take that turkey out on Tuesday. So then therefore it'll have 2 days to thaw out, because a frozen solid turkey takes a couple days for it to, be thawed out enough whereas you can pull that turkey neck and all that shit up out of there. So you take them out on Tuesday and allow that, Tuesday evening, take that out the freezer and set it, what I'm saying, in your sink. Leave it in the bag and everything. Just set it in the sink. You don't need to put no water, nothing. And just let it gradually thaw out, okay? What you don't want to do when you're thawing out your turkeys or chicken, any poultry for that matter, you don't want it to get room temperature. As long as you can touch it and it still feel cool to touch, then that's cool. But once it starts to get away from cool to touch, and it starts getting to the point where it's, where it's like lukewarm or room temperature, that's when you need to put that in the refrigerator, because you don't want to start, allowing other things to harbor. But anyway, I don't put my turkey, the dressing inside of my turkey, because after I cook it in that bag, and I'm cooking it in my Nesco oven all night long. And the inside of it, I'm stuffing all kinds of shit in there. I'm taking my injector, I'm injecting the hell out of it. Y'all, I do a lot of shit to that turkey where it's never dry. It's never ever dry. If you put it in a seasoning bag, put all kind of onions and celeries and all that shit up in it and all that, your turkey will be bomb. I promise you. That is my word. Like, one of my girls came on, left me a message this morning. She said, Tina, one thing about you, I have to say, I've been watching you, and you've never contradicted yourself. You've always been the same Tina from the very motherfucking time you came on this motherfucker. Everything has always been the same. There's no inconsistencies with your story, no inconsistencies with your character. You don't just all of a sudden come up loop. None of that. You cool. You just stay in a homeostatic state. Well, she didn't say homeostasis, but I'm saying it's what it's called as homeostasis or homeostatic state, meaning that it just stays the same. Anyway, so I don't put the dressing inside of my turkey is because when I puncture the bag, it's so much juice in there. I use that juice to season, and it's like a pot liquor, as I call it, to also season my dressing. Okay? So when I puncture the bag, I have Ken hold it up, or Tony, whichever one of them is there at the time, and I have them hold it over my my pan that I'm doing my dressing in, and pour all that pot liquor, 3/4 of it into my dressing. Now, that brings that dressing up, y'all. That brings that dressing up, I promise you. Then after that, I'll take like 1/2 of it. Like I'll take like the leg and the thigh of 1/2 of it, and I put it inside of my dressing because I want that some of it to cook inside of so the dressing have some meat in it. So I just take like a quarter of it, and I'll just put it inside of there. And then you'll see like one side of the turkey is whole, and the other side of it got got a little couple of things cut off of it because I use that in my dressing. I can have my dressing to the side. Now, after Thanksgiving is over and all that kind of stuff, I like to take my turkey and slice it up, make turkey, the kids can make turkey sandwiches and shit like that. Now, when you stuff the turkey and all that stuff, and it got onion and all that shit and all that, it don't last as long, and then it begins to, it can ruin real easily. Because of all that onion. See, onion is what makes a lot of your shit spoil. That's why you can't take food that's been sitting on the stove and it's still a little hot. You don't take food that's a little hot and put it in the refrigerator because you're going to shock it and you're going to make it spoil. You don't want to do that. When you get ready to put your food into the refrigerator at the end of the night of whatever y'all cooking and whatever y'all eating, cheesy beefy nachos, whatever the get down is, make sure that it is room temperature before you place it into the refrigerator. Otherwise, the next day, everybody got the runs and everybody in the hallway standing in line. You don't want to do that. So, that's the reason why I don't stuff my turkeys, because I like to make all kind of shit after that shit. I'm subject to take the motherfucking extra turkey meat, goddammit, and throw some cream of mushroom and soup with it, and put that shit over some egg noodles, nigga, and we on some whole other dish. You feel me? So see, I like to revamp other dishes from it later on. So then therefore, and then if it's some left, because the turkey be so bomb with all that seasoning, salt, and black pepper and shit on there, it bomb. It don't look like the motherfucking turkeys at the store. Wait a minute, y'all see this goddamn turkey and shit? That this shit. This shit be dry as a motherfucker. It be glazed and shit all on the outside, and the inside this motherfucker is dry. I don't fuck with a dry ass turkey. I can't even do it. I can't do it. I like my shit to be succulent like a motherfucker. Now back to my mama's turkey fry. Okay. Now mama bought this turkey fry. I've never fried a turkey, y'all. Can you believe it or not? I got a turkey fry brand new in the box. I ain't never been open. I have never fried a turkey. Just never have. I've tasted it, but I've never fried a turkey. But I still don't want to. I just don't want to. I like the way mine get down. I like the way it works out. Some of y'all might want to try it. The way I get down with my turkey, check the motherfucking video. If I'm not being crystal clear on how to put together that motherfucking turkey, then just what I'm saying, go through the archives, and it's in there. Now with my ham, let me tell y'all the differences with ham. Like I was saying the other day, and my girl, Fat for Life, my girl hit me off and she was like, Tina, I learned something from you all the time. I didn't know that there was a difference between the turkeys, between the hams. Okay, because let me tell you, the ham is merely this right here. This is a ham. Okay, this is the ham bone. Okay, and as it gets, because the turkey is round on one end, that's the butt end, that's the booty cheek, okay? Round on one end, and on the other end, it becomes to come out like a snout. It becomes to come out on the leg portion of the pig, okay? Now, when you buy a whole ham, it's whole. You'll see one end has a pointed edge, and the other end has a butt edge, which is round. If I'm when I buy mine, and I only cook a half a ham. I don't cook a whole ham because we got a full turkey, and I cook turkey for ham and turkey and ham for Thanksgiving and Christmas. The only thing is at Christmas I cook a turkey, a half a ham, and a prime rib. That's what I do. That's just our family signature. But for Thanksgiving, I have turkey and I have a half a ham. But I like the butt portion of the ham, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's better for slicing. Okay, so when you guys go down there to go get y'all hams this week, you'll be able to see the difference. Oh, Auntie said that. Auntie, you know what Auntie said? Because one end is gonna be round. That's the booty part. Okay, the other end that's going down, that's part of the leg portion. Now, the round part It's good for slicing, especially when you have ham left over and you want to just have ham sandwiches and shit like that. Cause see, I be looking at the shit along the line. You feel me? I look at along the line. I want to be able to have my kids some motherfucking sandwiches later on. I like to revamp my meals. You know, get more bang for your buck, sort of say. You know, so to speak. So the butt half and then there's the shank half. Okay. Now with the shank half, I have bought the half too, but the shank half is really, really, really good for your beans. Because what I like to do when I got ham left over, and that's why I don't put cloves on my ham. I don't put cloves on it. I don't do it because it fuck up your beans later on. Now, if you're not gonna make beans later on with your ham, then yeah, you put cloves on it. But for me, I like to bathe it in brown sugar, honey, and shit like that there. I like to take an injectable, inject honey in it. Then they got a praline that you can sprinkle on top of it. You know, make it be sweet in the motherfucker. My hand be like motherfucking candy after I get done with it, but it be bomb as fuck. I got a smaller stainless steel Nesco oven that I put my ham in that, and then in the big Nesco I put my turkey in there, and then I use my double ovens for my cakes and pies and for my dressing and macaroni and cheese and all that shit. So those of you guys that do not have a Nesco oven or an oven to that effect, even what is it, Osters, they have like a Nesco oven as well, but they're good to have, especially for those of you guys that only have one oven. Those of you guys might not have two ovens like me. I have a top and a bottom oven on my range, okay? But those of you guys that don't have that and you have limited space in your kitchens and stuff, buy your ass a Nesco oven. You won't go motherfucking wrong when it come down time for the holidays when you need to put a ham in the oven, you need to put a turkey in the oven, you got dressing, you got macaroni and cheese, and you got shit already made up, got the tinfoil on you got it sitting on the counter. Why? Because the pies are still in the oven and you ain't got no more room. Fuck all that. Get you a Nesco oven. Put your turkey in the oven before you go to bed and put that motherfucker on 250. Between 200 and 250. Let the turkey go all night long in a cooking seasoning bag. The next morning, it's on deck. Put that bitch in the oven about 12 midnight or maybe 11 o'clock, whatever time you get ready to go to bed. And then the next day, about 10 or 10 o'clock in the morning, check on it. You know what I'm saying? Check on it. And then it might be done, or it might be, you know, because you're cooking it so slow that it's tender, it's succulent, and all of the juices and all that extra butter and seasoning and shit that you put in there is on deck. So, yeah. Keyword, Nesco. Get you one. Okay. So now, we got the ham portion taken care of on how you guys prepare your ham. You want to bathe it. And see, my mama, she would even like if a ham was too salty, she would pour a Coke on the ham. Even still, she was still pouring a whole can of Coke on the ham, y'all. The ham be bombed in the motherfucker. And then you know how like your ham steaks, that the old fashioned, the country ham steaks and shit. My mama would pour a can of Coke on that motherfucker and cook it, fry it, bomb like a motherfucker, bomb, bomb. I come from a whole line of cooks family. I come from a line of motherfucking cooks. I mean, a lot of my roots and shit is in Texas and all that. And I married a Southerner. Tony is from Louisiana. So, I come from a whole motherfucking line of cooks, whereas motherfuckers, we all big as a motherfucker. I mean, motherfuckers come through my door like walruses like a motherfucker. Niggas just rocking and shit. What we gonna eat? Is the food ready? Motherfuckers fat as a motherfucker when they breathing hard and shit. The motherfuckers just... Them motherfuckers, yeah, I got a gang of them in my crew. I got a gang of them in my family where the motherfuckers can't even wrap their arms around themselves like that and shit. Motherfuckers can't do one of them. Yeah. Them some big fat motherfuckers. But they like to eat though, and I don't mind feeding the motherfucker. That's one thing about me. I love watching other motherfuckers eat. I could sit and watch your ass eat all day long. Because too much food for me, I get overwhelmed and shit. When I see too much food, I can't eat. I'm like, oh my God. Because I'm just not a foodie like that. Some motherfuckers get to rubbing their hands and shit when they see a lot of food. It's like, woo. I'm not that motherfucker. I'm sorry. I'm not her. Food, I could take it or leave it. Now, sweets now if I see some bomb-ass motherfucking cake, nigga, I got to have some. Yeah, what, nigga? What? You put pudding? I got to have me some. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But food, seeing a lot of food, I get overwhelmed. Mm-mm. I don't know what it is. I know a psyche is something up in here that's kind of tweaked because when I see a whole bunch of food like Thanksgiving and stuff, after I get done watching everybody eating, I'm tempted to have a sauce or something, and I'm cool. I just, I'm not double backing. I, can I get you? Can I get that roll off your plate? I'm not that motherfucker. I'm just not. I, mm-mm. So a lot of people ask, well, Tina, why you so big? Why you so goddamn big, bitch? If you so goddamn finicky, because I don't like peach cobbler, bread pudding, rice pudding, none of that motherfucking shit. I don't like none of that. But I cook it for my crew because everybody else like it. But I don't like it. I don't like the taste of cinnamon really. I don't like the nutmeg taste of sweet potato pies. I can make them. My mama made them for years. I don't like it. I'm just kind of finicky like that. But motherfuckers be like, well, damn, bitch, how you? What? Where'd you get all that ass and shit from? Where'd you get all them big ass thighs and shit all, booty cuff and all that? Because I like chocolates. Don't fuck with me because I got a bag of kisses right there. You think I'm bullshitting? I got a bag of. But see, somebody's bullshit. And it ain't me. Okay? Boston baked beans. I got the motherfucking lemon head. Got the motherfucking apple heads, nigga. Got my favorite chips in the world, motherfucking Munchos. That's why my ass